which he's got to do. In the end, it's a decent save, but what a player, this left side or right-sided player. Well, he'll play anyway under this manager, won't he?
Actually, Keylor Navas did very, very well there as well. He got Muller out of the way, anticipated where the shot was going, had to recalculate Götze's effort very quickly. And that was a solid shove on Muller for Navas to get back into position. What a break by Douglas Costa was in the first place. Neuer hasn't had a huge amount to do so far, but he'll have to face the corner now. The deflected effort going over the top. And Denis Cheryshev with the loop deflected effort.
Yeah, first little burst into the game from Hesse. Rode a couple of tackles, setting it up for Cheryshev on that left-hand side. And once again, another deflective shot. Well, they've given Neuer a problem this time.
So it'll be taken by Isco. We'll have 1 added minute at the end of this first half. Well, Shakhtar for years have impressed many in Europe. Now that looked a shove as well, I must say. And Felix Price had a good look at that. And it was Sergio Ramos on the end of it. It will be a corner, but it could have been a lot more. It was Boateng. I think Ramos probably helped himself to it a little bit.
Yeah, it's just that little... Well, I tell you, I don't think he could do a lot about that. It looked as if Ramos perhaps put it on a little bit.
Isco's corner.
But the contact was definitely there, and it was an arm first, wasn't it? That was the problem.
Potentially a good call for a penalty at both ends in the past couple of minutes. It's Isco to send the corner kick in, and there won't be time for Douglas Costa to do anything with the break, and he would have been in. There was nobody between him and the goal apart from keeper Keylor Navas. What a very interesting first half. Douglas Costa, well, with every... And he doesn't have to join the queue for autographs a little later. Sebastian Rode is also on with Lewandowski for the start of this second half. Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. And so far, both defences a bit tighter than the security. Quality game so far. Bayern very much with the upper hand. Real looking to start as well as possible. They had a good spell of 2 or 3 minutes right at the start of the game. That is not Benny Wright, but I'm sure he's in the crowd somewhere. We heard from Paul Breitner at half-time as well, enjoying the occasion, certainly thinking the Bayern should be well in front, but they're not, despite all the opportunities that they've been enjoying. By Rafinha. So an extra threat up front with the arrival of Robert Lewandowski. He played around 15 minutes last night. In terms of the strike force, everybody important being given a run out by Pep Guardiola ahead of the start of their cup campaign next weekend away at Nottingham, and then the following weekend they kick off at home to Hamburg. Götze and Lahm, the 2 players withdrawn to allow Rode and Lewandowski in for this second half. Much as you were for Bayern up front. Mario Götze admitting in the run-up to this Audi Cup final that This will be the make or break season for him. It's his third campaign in Bayern colours, having been signed from Borussia Dortmund for 37 million, and the consensus really is that he looked a lot better in gold and black than he has done in red and white, despite lifting 2 titles in a row. Rafinha. Captain's armband is now with Manuel Neuer as a result of Lahm being withdrawn.
So it's been a very scrappy 3 minutes opening of this second half. The side really managing to get hold of the ball, move it around the way they like to do. Again, changes time in games like this. It just takes a second or two, or a moment or two, or a minute or two, or a few minutes even, to settle down. Moment, both teams having a look around, seeing what's what, seeing what changes the opposition have done, just making sure that they don't make mistakes rather than anything else.
Stretched by Ira Mendy. Came on at half-time with Marco Asensio. Tussle between he and the newly arrived Sebastian Rode. Vasquez wins the free kick. Right in front of goal, the challenge by Benatia, who's been booked for that. But now that would be harsh in the league game.
Well, he's got his body there, and he's entitled to get his body there. You used the word won the free kick. I think that's the right saying, to be honest.
Well, it's a foul, it's a free kick, and that's that.
That's it, yeah. It's a free kick because he gets his body there, but for me, that's really the right thing to do as a defender as well. If you're there first, get your body there, protect the ball.
Kroos over the free kick. What a marvellous save by Neuer to deny his former colleague.
You get the feeling he might have known what was coming there, don't you? Oh yeah, read it perfectly well. There's a lot of goalkeepers all over the world that might well have beaten. Just get an idea that Neuer knew exactly what Kroos could do there.
Obviously still colleagues at international level. And there was Kroos with the corner. There's Carvajal. Put out by Alaba. It's a good free kick.
Yeah, it's a great strike and it's a fantastic save. I mean, his fingertips right in that top corner. Quite a few goalkeepers around the world that just wouldn't have got anywhere near that.
He was a great servant of Bayern Munich for many seasons, was Toni Kroos. Did the League and Cup double 3 times. It would have been 4 times had he not been away on loan at Bayer Leverkusen in 2010. And they did the double. I still remember the very first goal he scored for the club. UEFA Cup winner against Red Star Belgrade, and you and me were working on it back in 2007. How's your memory, Brian?
Too much of a test, that, Will. You're a lot younger than me. Your memory's a lot brighter than mine.
He would have been... he would have been 17 at the time. That's when he announced himself to the world. Struggle in that game. Bayern, they were behind to Red Star. star he's made himself since then. Header won by Benatia, who seemed to duck out of that challenge a little bit in the end. He is now on a yellow.
I understand you're keeping a record of the players, well, but the record that you and I did then was...
No, I just remember it.
It's quite beyond me, to be honest.
I don't write these things down.
A little bit of a lull in the game, isn't it, really? You know, I think we're expecting a little bit more than this second half, as I've said. No one's really settled into it yet. Schroeder on the ball. He did exceptionally well last night, didn't he? He really worked his socks off last night.
Here's Rafinha. Vidal. And Muller keeping it alive. It was a good pull back in the middle as well to try and find Robert Lewandowski at the near post.
Well, that's without a doubt an added danger. The defence to put up with, because once Lewandowski's in there, he is liable to get on the end of anything. We saw a wonderful goal from him as well last night. Muller teeing him up.
Xabi Alonso will take the corner kick for Bayern, and it's a good deep one. It was a fabulous delivery. Walking header from Benatia. Just needed to be a bit more accurate.
He might feel he could have done better. There's people around him there, of course, but he has got a decent header on it. A little bit of a push in the back. He should have hit the target at least.
Very casual is our Pep, as usual. Well, they may not have lifted the European Under-21 title. That went to Sweden gloriously, defeating Portugal in the shootout, but Spain did still win the Euro Under-19s. Marco Asensio and Borja Mayoral on Real's books. Mayoral at the moment on Real's bench. He's top scorer in the competition, and Asensio was named player of the tournament. He was named the golden boy. Might be a golden chance for Bayern here. It wouldn't fall right for Muller.
No, it's typical of what we've seen up to now. Everything's a little bit scrappy. The ball wasn't bouncing right for anyone there. No one really's got a hold of the game by the scruff of the neck. Likes of Alonso out there, you would expect to do well. Is doing a good job for his team, but nobody's really dominating the game up to now.
Casemiro and Lucas Vazquez were the two to go off at half-time, replaced by Iriamende and Asensio. Marcelo trying to keep Muller quiet. That's out by Marcelo. So here come a whole succession of changes. Luka Modric is going to come on, and James Rodriguez and Alvaro Arbeloa are the three who are making their way on.